So they told us to use this device to roll the clay, and this is a pasta maker. I got this on Amazon for 25 US dollars. This is the clay that we're using for this project. This is how it looks. It usually is like sheets, but this one was dry and broken up, so it needs rolling out. So it has in the roller blades, and there are different blades that you can switch out. So I just like work the clay in my hand a bit, just so that it's not like so chunky. Then put it in here and basically just like, oops, I don't even know if I could do this with one hand. Just roll it out, and you see it comes out on the other side pretty flat. And this is what it looks like now. Like this flash is way too bright, but this is what it looks like now. I had like rolled out all the clay and put it in packets, so it's here. This is just one box of clay, and it came to like 3 packets like this. I used almost a full packet already, and I covered the body section front and back. So let me just careful and turn this. Right, so the back is thing, and it's like a flesh toned color, the clay, so it would be easier to paint it if it was white. I have all these tools that came with it. Like, I don't even know what any of these tools name, but I just using this one for like corners. This is a knife, so I use this to cut. And then this has a really fine point, so I use this one to smooth out like small spaces, like under the arm or like the crotch area. Like I would use this tool for that. So I don't know if you're supposed to do this, but you're supposed to bake it at 175 for 15 minutes. But it was getting kind of heavy and it was falling, so I didn't finish modeling it. I'm going to like half bake it so that it could firm up, and then I'm going to try to put another layer on it and see how that goes. Like, that's not the way how you're supposed to do it. That's the way I'm going to do it. Hopefully it goes well. in the oven right now, and I'm gonna check it. Okay, that's not ready yet, so I'm gonna leave it for another 2-3 minutes, and it should be ready by then. So she's done now. This is her face. Ow! That's her hair. It just touched the thing. Rings, clothing, little fingers. Her weapons are a big rock and a cutlass. These are her antenna. I was so excited to get started on my sculpture that it's about to be 12 o'clock, and I came home from church since like I would say I got home around 2 o'clock, like just before 2, and my wig is still on. Like I gotta like take all the glue off of here so that I can get this off my head. My makeup is still on and still actually looking not bad, and I slept on it. But I'm so tired. I think I'm going to take a break and get something to eat, and depending on how I feel, I'm going to paint the... I got the wig off and I'm doing a clay mask. This quarter has been so crazy. I haven't really done any sort of self-care. I maybe washed my hair twice in these last 2 months, which is fine. I mean, I can't wash my hair too often or it gets really dry, and the ear hair is really drying, and also it's not being manipulated a lot and having a lot of products, not like doing a lot of physical activity, just sweat a lot, so that's fine. This is the last week for this quarter. Have some time off. I'm probably going to like get on my sewing machine, and I'm tired, guys. So as I may have mentioned in my last video, the assignment that I was doing here was design an anthropomorphic hero, which would be a hybrid between an animal, insect, or inanimate object with humanoid traits. And I was also supposed to create a narrative for the hero with a specific cause and a justification for the color palette. So what I did was I chose this moth. I'm more familiar with the caterpillar than I am with the moth, because it's this really bright colored caterpillar that you would see on frangipani trees, and apparently they're called in some islands a rasta moth because of the coloring that it has. And I use this moth as my inspiration to create my creature. I really wanted to design something, a hero that I could relate to, who had a complexion that looked like me. I wanted her to have features that were like black features, and I wanted her hair to be like natural hair, so I really tried to get in the texture and the style of black hair. And her name is Sandra Braffett, and she was a nursery school teacher in the 70s. And the villain of her story is the Heartman, and the Heartman is a pretty popular Bajan like folklore. He's pretty popular in Bajan folklore. I was told about him when my mom was pretty young, and basically I call her the Pygmy moth, and she saves children from the Heartman, and she's known as the Pygmy moth because she's the protector of Caribbean children. And in keeping with wanting to make my hero very realistic to Barbados, I chose her weapons as a big rock and a cutlass, like the cane cutlass that you will see people use to go in the field and cut canes. So I was very intentional about how I created this hero. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below.